G'day guys, I'm Jotrain and welcome back to a Minecraft video, which I haven't made a Minecraft video in a while. And in this video, I'll be showcasing my South Brisbane city, which I've been working on back in 2001. And it was originally for a 2001 rail landscape contest on CraftyFoxes Realistic Minecraft Server. We had to build a nice landscape for trains to travel in, and so this managed to actually win it, and I got first place, and I got $30 from that, which is pretty cool. So yeah, this was a project I've been working on for two months now, and back to 2021, which was 2 years ago. Alright, so here we are at South Brisbane, at the station here, and on the other side you would have the QPAX Centre, and you can see some buildings there. There's some other various buildings. So I built this in the CraftyFoxes server, where it's in a free world, so you can just build whatever, but it means like other people's builds will like impede in your builds, or they might. So I had tried to build it like far away from other people's builds. And then over here, this is a road that would lead to the Cultural Centre bus station. So the bus station would be located right here. And there's like over here we have the parking lot, and they're actually like upgrading the area here to coincide with the Cross River Rail project, so it's not going to be accurate anymore, but this will just be like a looking in a moment back in time of like South Brisbane. We have some traffic lights here, and I've used like custom heads in order to make them the traffic lights as well. We have the bus here, and then this is a Brisbane City Council bus, of course. We have like the blue and the yellow livery. I'll show a picture beside it so you can like see, like do a comparison, and you have the red for the bus lanes down here, and we have some advertisements here as well. And they're going under here, some other stuff. And I'll try to show like the real life what it looks like, so you can compare it, because I tried to make this look as accurate as possible to the real life like South Brisbane city, but of course like remade in Minecraft, where all the blocks are like 1 meter, but with like 1.5 to 1 scale. I really like this scale because it means you can make like the buildings are a lot bigger, and so you can, or not a lot bigger, but they're bigger, so you can fit more details in it as well, even though it's not technically to scale with like the Minecraft people. And I tried to make the measurements correct as well by like doing like the measurements thing in like Google Maps, but then you have to times it by like 1.5 to make sure like it's all at the same scale. So we'll go back down here. Here we have, this is a hotel, and coincidentally this hotel is called the Fox Hotel, which is it's coincidental because it happened to be in the server which I originally created in was the CraftyFoxes Minecraft server, so that kind of coincides well with that. And I think that is supposed to be a clock or something, I don't know. It's been a while since I've ever made this, and since I looked at the real life creation of this. So then we have this orange looking building here, and this is a really nice looking building. I really like this. And I use like the trap doors to like frame out the windows, which I think they have like a really cool aesthetic to it, even though kind of in like the dark. And yeah, this is also me. Also notice I'm using shaders as well, so it looks a lot better. Like look at this, look at the beautiful sunset like going through the trees, and that looks really nice. I'll go around this side, I reckon. So this is Grey Street, the one I was just on here, and then this goes to the city, like the CBD area. If you go down there on Victoria Bridge, although Victoria Bridge it's not like public access anymore, so you can't drive on it. So yeah, if you go down here, you have some various buildings which be along the Grey Street, and then this is Fish Lane, which I think is like pretty cool. So if you go down here, there's like this is like a shipping container thing, but it's like a cafe, so you can like get food in that. And then you have like the tables and that, and then you have in the back here it says Fish Lane on the wall, and then we have a bunch of like walkways to access the doors and that, and aircon conditioning units and that. And we can see on the top as well, I try to like put as much detail as possible wherever like necessary, so just everything's like cram packed with detail. And even under here, like on these supports, like where the track would be, so this is the track that would go to Melbourne Street station and over the Merivale Bridge. And we have on here, we even have details in here which looks like the paintings that they made on like on the concrete pillars they put there. And then we have like little fenced off area with the garbage or the bins in there as well. And then we have some like vines on the wall back there where the parking is. And there's no cars, so this is during quarantine, of course, so there's no cars parked because everyone has to stay indoors. And here we go, some more like paintings on like the walls here in Fish Lane, and we have this is the back side of the Fox Hotel as well. It looks really nice. And I think we'll head back down here. We have this big apartment block. In real life, it would be like a bit taller than this, because I didn't actually do like the calculations for like the height. Of course, I use like World Edit to make this, and what I did is I built like a little section, and I just like Control C, Control V it on top of each other, and then on the top here you have the pool. If the river would be like somewhere over here, you can like overlook the river over the cultural center, and then you have some chairs in that, and some greenery, and then the aircon units in the back there as well. I'm gonna head back down. We have this building, JMC Academy. I try to make like these custom banners as well, like say the actual like letters of like the signs of the actual building, so you can like better recognize it. And I think this is like parking under here, but I couldn't really get good references, so there isn't really much detail under here, so I just had to like improvise basically. And we have this little building here, and it says no parking, unauthorized vehicle will be towed. So yeah, and it says keep clear, and I tried to use the there's like water here, so you can like distinctively see like the keep clear with like the stairs and that. And we head back to this building, this another JMC Academy, so I'm assuming these are like owned by the same people. They just have like this like little thin tall building thing here. And here we have library, and it's actually funny that they actually have their like I don't think it's their headquarters, but they have like an office or whatever in here in the city, because I actually built one of their cranes in Scrap Mechanic. It was for Komodo's Gaming. He made like a construction vehicle contest, and I made one of their like high rail cranes that you can drive on the tracks as well, which is I think is quite coincidental that it happened to be in like this section of South Brisbane, which I built as well. This is Alexander Smith Place Park, and then we have some flowers here, got trees, and then this thing is the toilets here. Some like bushes and back here as well. Then you get like overlooking the train line there, and then over here the park just like goes back over there. And we have this building, the Youth Advocacy Center, which I'm looking at Google Maps now, which is interesting. And if you look back here, we have this hotel. My original plan with this project, I wanted to have like not just like that one block, I wanted to have like the block, another build block over here, but I never actually managed to finish that, so I only managed to get this section of it done. And I started to work on this building, but I didn't finish it, so it's just like the facade of the building. Oh, there's like this side, a fair bit of it's done, but I haven't finished it, so that's all there is. And then we're going underneath. We got some advertisements here as well, and going underneath the railway bridge, and then that's the other side. And then here we have, these are really nice apartment buildings. And one of the things with Google Earth, so I use Google Earth, was like a very useful tool when making this. What the thing is that it never updates. I think it's like back in 2013, so I had to like use every like other reference like from like the Street View in order to make this, and like some videos as well. So these buildings, I didn't have as much reference to make as the other ones. And yeah, I get a view of like this station there as well, like a good view up here. Let me turn my render distance up. It's pretty high. It's very foggy down there because we're very high up. And then you can see the train line here. And you got some like benches and stuff, chairs and stuff you can sit down. And with this apartment block as well, this you got a pool. It's pretty cool. You can sit in the pool, and you can look over the city, and yeah, it's just pretty cool. And then on the back we got some more aircon, a bunch of aircon, more aircon, so much aircon units, because it's a big hotel, or big apartment block, so you need a lot of aircon to keep it cool and that. especially because it's very hot in Australia. And then you have the satellite dish. And yeah, that's pretty much these buildings here. And we'll head back down. Here, this is Hope Street. So this is Peel Street, right off Grey Street, Peel Street, and then Hope Street. And this is a very nice street, but like even with like the trees as well lining the street, they look very nice. And I even made this, we have the detail of like the power line. I think that looks really cool. And with like the stone, the stone buttons. Because I didn't want it to just be like this with the overhead power line for the trains. I want it to not be as like to not be as thick as like the power lines here. I want it to be more thin, so I used the buttons as the power lines here. And we have Coco Properties. That's like something you can see. Like I watched some like train like videos where they're like looking at the window from the train. You can like, as the train's going down, you can like see it says the words on the buildings there, and that's what I did for like additional references. And we also have this building, which this is now demolished. There's now like a big apartment block built here, like that's like in a similar style like these other ones. And yes, some aircon units and that there. Have these buildings, and these are actually like, they're actually the same like building. It's just like they're like mirrored, and they have like different designs. So they're like, the roof on here is like a facade, so there's not, it doesn't like, from the ground it looks like it goes the whole way over, but it's not, it just ends like that. And the aircon stuff on the roof. This was a really cool thing as well. This is like a small hotel, number 70 on Hope Street, and there's like a cool mural on the side of it as well. So I like remade that in Minecraft, although it's like a lot more blocky in Minecraft, because that's like the best you can do in a game where the blocks are 1 meter or like 1.5 to 1 meter scale. 1.5 blocks is a meter. Let's just go into creative modes, because this will be easier in creative mode. And let's imagine that is like 1 meter, or in 1.5 to 1 scale. And if we go all the way back here, because I'm CraftyFoxy, and he does his like server showcase things where he like showcases people's builds they make in his server, but he like goes through it really quickly, so he never actually got a chance to like see the back of like the block as well here. So you got this building here, and let's go down this street. This is like a cafe thing. I'm pretty sure there's like more cafe stuff in this street. And then we got a mural of like some dude, and I gave him a smiley face. It looked like some Russian dude or something. I don't know. I'll put the real life version of it on there as well, so you can like compare. So this street, Merivale Street. So Merivale is also the name of the railway bridge that crosses the river. So I'm assuming either the bridge is named after the street. The bridge was built in 1979, I'm pretty sure, which connected the south of the Brisbane River, the rail network, to the north. Anyway, so yeah, here's the buildings, and here we have an Australian flag. So you can tell it's from Australia because it's got the Australian flag on it. And which is actually like in the real life one, they have like a flag post. So I decided to put the Australian flag on that as well. Legacy building, apparently, that's what it's called. This building as well, and it's like very colorful because it got graffitied, and it has like Daryl on it. Graffiti on it, but I had to do it dull because I didn't have enough space. And yeah, that's what that is. But it's been demolished now. I look on the real life pictures, it's gone, so it's pretty sad. And also this building here, yeah, this building is also being demolished as well. So yeah, it's gonna be forever memorialized in Minecraft. So yeah, there you go. And we also, I have some detail in the back as well. Let's actually look at the back. Because obviously there's going to be like space in between buildings, because they're not going to build like right next up to each other. So in between, I couldn't really see what was in between the buildings, so I built like a little jungle. So there's the jungle. And then there's like, this is like park under the ground there. So yeah, that's the jungle thing. It's not like a real jungle, but it's like the mini jungle in the city. Anyways, so let's keep heading down the road. Voyager building, and it says Voyager on it, on the white part there. So There you go. And you got the street, the little gate there. Number 31. This is, I don't know what this is. It's, I don't know. Anyways, but this, the one next to it, Entrepreneur House. I don't know what it is, but it's cool. It looks cool. And we got number 29, which is App House. I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce that. Just keep going down. And this was a really cool. I like this with like the what are these things? The lighting rods, whatever. I don't know. I haven't played Minecraft in a while. These rods, they like light up, and it looks like the windows are illuminating, but it's actually just the rods. I think that's like a really cool design. And then like if we go all the way, we got the intersections here, and then this is this side of the building, and then we can keep going down, and then we got the street sign, and then this says like Merivale Street, Wollongabba, but you can't do that in Minecraft, so this doesn't say anything on Minecraft because you can't put that much detail into like signs and that. The street like goes all the way down here and like turns, but then doesn't go anywhere. It just goes into this underneath the ground. It's very dark in here. Anyways, and we keep heading back down this building, and it says 100 years union service union, and 32 Peel Street. So there you go. That's how you can tell which street it is, or which building it is on the street. And this just goes all the way down here because I didn't know where we went, so it just goes all the way down there. Oh, and over here we have I put this direction street sign. It's supposed to have like an arrow with like saying Hope Street, and I just spelled the word Hope with Hope Street with like a bunch of H's, or like a H which makes up the H, the O makes up the O, the P makes up the P, and so on. See, there you go. That's how you can tell what street it is. So there's my recreation of South Brisbane. A project I've been working on 2 months. And I know like in Pippin RD, he always like wanted to do like a build the earth thing, but it was like to 1:1 scale. And I was like one of the reviewers in his thing as well back in the day. You can actually see me in his video he made, like when he's going through all like the people in his server, and then I'm like one of in the review crew. And you can see me, so I'm in there with my old logo. So yeah, I was actually part of the review team in his server as well, which is pretty cool. And I've actually built a couple builds for 1:1 scale Minecraft, so I might showcase it, but I have to go back into like the old version of Minecraft. And also multiplayer doesn't. I'm also in a single player world, because like I migrated my Mojang account to Microsoft, and now the multiplayer doesn't work anymore. I'm currently in a world where I downloaded it off the Planet Minecraft, so I've uploaded this world to Planet Minecraft. So if you want to see that, then you can download it from there as well. Anyways, thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and all the things. And if you want to download, I'll put a link in the description so you can download the world. I haven't really made a lot of Minecraft videos because like the thing with Minecraft is there's like so many channels that make Minecraft, and there's like it's oversaturated, and there's not really a way to like stand out against all of them. So that's why I kind of refrain from making Minecraft videos. And another thing with Minecraft, I much prefer to build like stuff in Scrap Mechanic, because at least in Scrap Mechanic, if you like when you build something, it actually like moves around and stuff. Whereas if you build something in Minecraft, it just like it's just still and it just collects dust the whole time, because it can't like move around. And like this is like a really cool scenery, but you can't actually like drive a train down the track because it's not real track. It's just like a bunch of blocks that make up look like track. Anyway, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and be sure to join the journey with Jotrain. Another thing I wanted to mention as well is for the train tracks here, because like Queensland Rail, they don't actually use the standard gauge, and they use the 1067mm gauge. There's like 1067 millimeters between